Hey, how's y'all going again? This is your host, Mrblowsurmind, and welcome to Black Minds News Report. This will be part 4 of the grand jury release audio hearings of Breonna Taylor. We done played 1, 2, and 3. We'll be doing them in successions in parts. So if you happen to catch this live and you are interested in listening to the rest, there will be a restart and then another one to follow behind it instead of doing it in this consecutive, because the fact that many of our people got what? ADHD, right? You ain't got long. Anyway, so what I will do is I'll play it in that way and then we get ready to start this off. Let me see. Okay, having passerbys. We having to pass by. This is the most hated show in the black corner of YouTube. Been in the business since 2012. You couldn't tell by the views. Obviously, I'm the most suppressed show that you're ever going to find. There must be a reason for that. If you happen to be interested, go down the aisle, happen to see something that make you feel some kind of way. Remember, the motto of my show is the truth don't need no partner. So we're going to start off with Mr. Cameron saying what he has to say, and then we'll get into part 4. Hold on, be right back.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What is your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Suppose I had some money in my pocket. Suppose I gave you $1 to say that you're an American Negro. This is money now. Money talks. Money talks. This $1, and if you don't say it, you don't get it. You're an American Negro, aren't you?
No.
You won't have any money. You know you need money, don't you?
Yes.
You need money to live, don't you?
Yes.
All right. All you have to say, Leon, is that you're an American Negro. Aren't you an American Negro?
They're an independent body. If they wanted to make a assessment about different charges, they could have done that. But our recommendation was that Mattingly and COSGROVE were justified in their acts and their conduct.
One officer was charged with reckless endangerment for firing wantonly into the apartment, but the failure to charge anyone with killing Breonna Taylor has led to about a week's worth of protests here in Louisville. More than 200 people arrested and 2 police officers shot and wounded. Right now, the governor has said he has lifted the curfew and there are no plans to activate the National Guard. Harris, back to you.
Assessment about different charges. They could have done that, but our recommendation, different charges, they could have done that, but our recommendation, they could have done that, but our recommendation, they could have done that, but our recommendation, they could have done that, but our recommendation.
Okay, we're back on record with the Jefferson County Grand Jury.
You're getting ready to see a video of the scene. We're not going to have any discussion or speaking points up to the video. I will comment when they go from apartment 4 to apartment 3. But other than that, I'll let you kind of see and kind of analyze it for yourself. This is the date, I apologize. That's the date that we were talking about earlier. You hear more. Vehicle, a 2017 Dodge Charger. If that had been on the location, and these subjects that I mentioned. Yes, ma'am.
The Nissan that was showed in the video, what was
That, I believe that was driven by
Detective Cosgrove.
Detective Miles Cosgrove.
And Detective Fogg, if you look on the last page of that warrant, I think it says what time it was signed.
Okay. Yes, on the warrant itself, Ms. Wheeler pointed out what time it was signed. It was signed by the judge on March the 12th, 2020 at 12:37 p.m. So just in the afternoon earlier that day. Yes, ma'am.
And we might get to this later, but did these officers, were they aware that contact had been made with Mr. Glover already before they served this search warrant?
You'll hear that.
Yes, I do believe they were, yes.
There were showcasing between a couple cars. I'm assuming it's outside of the patio balcony.
The showcasing you saw in that video in the parking lot, extending this out to the parking lot and the vehicles
Okay.
in this area.
So he was actually, Dickinson was actually between a couple cars.
Yes, but you'll hear more information on the rounds fired from Detective Hankinson's statement and from detective information provided by Detective Wolf. Do you have something, ma'am?
No, thank you. Where was the blood from between those two cars? Was that from the guy who was shot in the femoral artery?
Sergeant Manley got shot. He was tended to between those two vehicles.
There wasn't much blood there for a femoral artery, but I thought.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but there are other photos that if I get too graphic, any blood, high speed, trauma, impact, it's going to do with us.
But that blood was from
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I have questions about the gunshots. When we get to that later, specifically the 3 shots on the back wall and the 3 shots on the doorway of the bedroom. Were those the 6 shots from Mattingly?
You will hear specific information about who fired where.
Was Glover's name not on that search warrant because they had already made contact with him earlier that day?
Well, Glover's name was on the search warrant.
So they didn't know at that time when he had that signed that he had been contacted?
Well, how this operation went, there were multiple warrants being executed that night. Without getting too much into this address was one of the addresses that they had for Marcus Glover. Officers made contact with him earlier in the evening at one of the other locations. A search warrant like this, which is not a common drug search warrant for you to search the body of whoever the persons. Well, Mr. Glover was found someplace else. So then the officers would be looking for the premises, the vehicle, and Adrian Landis Walker and Breonna Taylor.
So did they ever find one?
I can't speak to that. Yes, ma'am.
And did they know that she was there alone, or will we hear more about that?
You'll hear more about that later from the officers.
What's the relevance of the guy that was with her? Does he?
Who, Walker?
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. Was he part of the?
He was Mr. Taylor's boyfriend.
He was part of the investigation or what?
No.
He was not one of them.
Yeah, he was. That's why I'm telling her. They were looking for another officer. They just happened to have the same way. Does he have a background that can make him shoot out first when somebody knocks on the door?
I don't have that information with me. But
They could become more.
yes, sir.
From right, from the door, there were 6 shots by one officer and 16 shots by the other.
Yes. Yes. 6 shots by Sergeant John Manley. He was the one that was shot. First enter. He's the one first went in the doorway. Detective Miles Cosgrove fired the 16 from that general area.
I actually do not know. Is it normal for after you do the breach that the shield comes up next?
That is a situation, that's a question that I had in general, but you'll hear testimony on that about why the shield was not in front of the stack, as they call it. Detective James had the shield, but Detective James was not the first person in the stack.
What I'm asking, is it procedure?
Well, common tactics are the shield will be up front. Intuitively, you know, this for protection. So. No. Okay. And there are comments during the interviews for the officers. You will hear that referenced about the shield.
What's the gate? What's the deal with the gate?
The gate was
Where the dumpster was.
the gate's relevant from the standpoint. Gate's here. The EMS stays up over here somewhere. They get on the radio. Officer needs assistance to that effect. Patrolman grabs this initially, try to get in with his vehicle. Later on, you will, and then ultimately, the SWAT vehicle knocks him down. It's just a quick way to get to this area. The signal all the way this way. This is kind of like, this gate is used to separate the apartments from this area here.
Okay, so next I ask you, had you selected some video of body camera worn by certain officers that arrived on scene after?
Yes, we're going to present 3 video body cameras to kind of help you with some things that you've seen and maybe said. The first video body cam footage you're going to see is from Patrolman Officer Owen. He's with Louisville Metro Police Department. He arrives later in the middle of the events after the calls go out. Yes?
Sorry, I'm gonna get to this, but is there body cam of any of the actual officers in the incident?
No, we do not have any body cam footage available of the event, the incident of the breaching the door. Yes, sir.
Was the light working in the hallway at COSGROVE?
Well, that's a good point. Inside the house in the breezeway.
In the breezeway.
Everybody says there was no light on there. Now, there was some testimony or statements given about whether they had the flashlights on or not. But it was low level at the very least, in the breezeway. And as you open the door, from statements given to the officer, there was no lights given as you open the door. The hallway, like that you saw above, there's some photos of Miss Taylor. That you'll see later when we see one of the body cam footage, you'll see that light being turned on. So during this incident that happened, that light was not on.
Okay, before we go on to the first body camera, I had neglected earlier to put on the record that today's date is September 21st, 2020. I'm Barbara Maines Whaley, Assistant Attorney General, been asking questions of Detective Fogg. Go ahead with the first body camera of Officer Owen.
Secure, I got 2 tracks. 2
Just a minute ago, that officer you saw, that was Detective Hankinson, the one right at the corner of that black vehicle. That's Hankinson right there. That one right there, putting hands on it. Mr. Walker. Okay, at some point, the SWAT team arrives on scene. They leave another location after they hear the distress call on the radio, and then they come here. They come to this location. That's a SWAT yelling, telling everybody to get back. All patrolmen get back.
Patrol officers. These are patrol officers.
Yeah, they're telling patrol officers to back up so that SWAT team can do what they need to do.
I have a question. This is a friend of reminding that because at the top, like right here, it says T05 1928. It was saying something at first. Different. I go ahead and go back.
You mean the time thing?
Yes, it was saying 14 at first.
Well, I think it's Zulu time because it's got Z at the end, so it's Zulu time.
Yeah, Zulu's Greenwich Mean Time. And Zulu time is like the military operating thought. Greenwich Mean Time is in England somewhere.
Okay.
So everyone,
the first was military.
yeah, Zulu time you add like hours on.
6 hours.
Yeah. So that if you call Europe, that's the time. Yeah. Yeah, I was 6 years military. That's why I know.
Stay over here in the first.
I hear that. See, I mean, anytime you see like the Zulu time is Greenwich Mean Time.
I was about to say, hold on, man, but they didn't also about something went on. I knew I wasn't seeing things.
Okay, the next video you're going to see is from a SWAT member. Here, they arrive, they leave an address over on Elliott and come here after they hear the tragedy about an officer being shot.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
The officers asked him who fired the shot. I didn't actually hear the response.
He says, you'll hear that later. You'll hear one of the officers that fired the shots from the outside, Detective Hankinson, talk about that from his mouth. Next one's going to be from SWAT member Sergeant Brandon Hogan.
Okay, I have a question while it's on pause. So, if I'm an officer and I ride, do I turn on my own camera or is it automatic on? How does that work?
I think they turned it on.
They turn it on?
I do believe. Because everybody at this time, at the time of this, I don't think everybody on PD had cameras. But I think they turned it on. Because some departments have it continuous, that's a lot of storage. But I think Louisville's is activated by that.
Somebody's got out, get off in the blue.
At this point, they've thrown a robot in there, just kind of helping with the scene. Once they established it safe, they declared the crime scene, then they backed up.
You all need to bring me back to your location. 10-4, let me know we can kind of step back to you. It'll be a minute, we'll get back to you. Thanks, Sergeant. we're holding masks. I hear you. I hear you. I was going to say, she's secure, she's sedated. We're leaving a couple people in here to hold the scene, secure for this is going to you're all cases. You're cases. Yeah, right there. It's ours, looks like. There's in there. But I back out until they get the idea.
Who is that?
Zach.
It's Hank.
Zach. That's the thing.
The only case is like 9 numbers. He said she shoot that up that cat. She's going to shoot the answer to that. I'm not worried about that right now. You know what I mean? I'll get the crime figures. We're having mindful of what we say on camera, so. But I know y'all are good on it, but we have to be mindful of what we say. Hey, y'all are good. I'm gonna pull out the gear and make sure everyone comes in here. I'm gonna almost double check the gear, so I'll get out of here. I'm still hot. I was hot. Okay. Let's let it go.
Sir, prior to starting this video, you asked me a question. I may have misunderstood that. Could you repeat that question, please? Last shots, shooting?
We couldn't understand, Walker was saying something.
Did she shot?
The sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that he said he shot 6 times, and the person behind him shot 16 times. But if I understand it right, when the door went open, he said that he saw 2 people standing shoulder to shoulder in the hallway.
Well, at one point, Mr. Walker, as he's coming out, tells the officers that Miss Taylor didn't shoot.
Yeah.
Later on, Mr. Walker admits that he's the one who fired the 6 shots. Yes, ma'am.
Did they find the shell casing from his shot?
I guess I did.
And I heard them talking about clearing under the beds.
Yes.
And I heard where they cleared under her bed. I didn't hear where they cleared the other room.
We edited that out.
That's where you said the gun was laying.
Yeah.
And her sister's bed.
Under the bed.
It was on this one.
Did they show they had video of the on this one, did they have cut that in?
Okay, that's Sergeant Cassie. Sergeant Cassie is on his body cam. He's the one that got the gun.
Okay. We don't have the number here, but Sergeant Cassie of SWAT on his video, body camera footage, it shows the gun being under the bed. We don't show all the videos, but just because of time. But Sergeant Cassie's video is showing that. What's that name?
I said, we got time. Don't say my name talking.
Well, there is a photograph of the gun under there. So. Sure. Is that all right, Ms. Rivers?
We'll stop the record now for a bathroom break, 11:51. We're back on the record. Jefferson County Grand Jury. Before you go with the next body camera, if you all have something that you want to see, write it down, and then we can address that. So just keep